Hey everyone, my name's Pupsker and today we're going over the Cedo. This is one of the newest weapons in the game that came along with Lavos in the last update. I believe console should have it around this or next week, but who really knows with digital extremes. But so far, you can farm the Cedo from the Operation Orphix Venom. I would recommend going on the highest mode and staying as long as possible, as all of the blueprints for Lavos and the Cedo drop there. Afterwards, who knows, because we didn't get told stuff. But this weapon is amazing. First, I'll just show off my build. It's a pretty simple one form of build so far. I have two of them. I'll go over my config A. This is my crit build so far. There's not going to be a huge difference between them, but I just thought I'd go over it. Currently, it has corrosive, because, you know, why not? And then crit chance, damage, attack speed, well, fire rate, I should say. It has crit damage, and then Hell's Chamber. This is essentially, I think, just as much damage as I can get out of it right now. I could replace Shotgun Spaz if I want something else, but I like actually having fire rate on this gun for a couple of reasons. For both its primary fire, I like the attack speed, and for its secondary fire, pretty much. This weapon is a shotgun, so it has a lot of rounds, surprisingly, 40, and its secondary fire shoots kind of like a grenade. It seeks out enemies, so yeah, it's really good, but I'll talk about that more after. Okay, and this is my secondary build for the Cedo. It's a very simple build, obviously. As you can see here, it's just status, Hell's Chamber, so you shoot more, and more damage. This is, all in all, very good. You definitely want to pair this with a melee weapon that has condition overload on it, aka pretty much almost every melee weapon that you'll ever want to use. It's not too hard. Very simple build, but it gets the damage done. Naturally, you can move these around as much as you want. Gas magnetic. Oh, let's do radiation viral. That one will be fun. So you can really do whatever you want. So in actual gameplay, this gun is actually still pretty good. It's not the highest damage per se, but with its secondary fire, it is definitely a really fun weapon to run. Because at least for my config A, you just do a ton of damage auto shooting with all your crit, and with the multi-shot on it as well, you just do a ton of damage through your regular fire, plus you then just kind of cycle through your secondary fire here and there whenever, you know, it reloads. And you'll end up hitting the enemies with a metric ton of status, and just damage really, but mainly the status is the fun part about that. So you'll want to definitely throw on just status that will negate their armor, health, just mess with them as much as possible. Corrosive, fun, radiation, yeah, sure, that one's fun too. Viral, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's just do all of them. Next one I'm gonna build is naturally just gas, just all gas damage, just to piss people off, but you know, gas is clearly the best damage in the game. So yeah, the Cedo is good, left click does damage, secondary alt fire does status, and the shots track. The good thing about the shots tracking is it makes multi-shot a lot better, because with multi-shot, it shoots so many more bullets, which means they track to so many more enemies and leave so much more status. So I would recommend, no matter what you do, run multi-shot on this and run at least some sort of status, because if you don't, then you're really wasting some time. So definitely run it with status. Definitely. Plus, the radial fire, secondary fire, whatever, is already strong enough. Like, it's a good melee combo, so there's many things you can choose to do with this weapon. For now, I'm just choosing to use it outright. In Steel Path, I would definitely want to use it as a weapon that I just apply status to and then kill enemies with my melee. But you can, obviously, play however you like. For now, in regular mode, I like my crit build with multi-shot. I'm not gonna lie, I always like crit. It's not the best crit weapon, but it's also not the worst crit weapon whatsoever, so I'm definitely not mad at it. I don't think I'm going to use the status build all that much until I start going into higher level enemies in Steel Path, just because you don't need to, like, whatsoever, especially if you want to kill them with your primary fire too. But no matter what, your primary fire will probably kill them anyways. It'll just do a lot more status. Wanted to make a short video going over the Cedo. It's not a difficult or hard to understand weapon. It's very simple. Left click shotgun, secondary fire, status, heat-seeking grenades. Shit's OP and I love it, and it's pretty cute. But the secondary fire, remember, the damage numbers on it's not super high, but that's because it's for, applying status. So make sure you get some good debuffs on there. and honestly, just equipped a melee weapon and you can destroy them. It's all up to you. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.